And what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to reinforce your E30 sway bar tabs without any welding required. As some of you guys may know, the sway bar tabs are extremely common to be snapping off on these cars because the factory just used very thin sheet metal. A lot of aftermarket companies sell sway bar reinforcement tabs, but you have to weld those in, unfortunately. And on top of that, you need to drop the entire front subframe. So today I'm going to be showing you a much easier approach on how to address this issue. I've done this on most of the E30s I've owned over the years. Never had any issues about any sway bar tabs snapping off ever again. So I'm going to be showing you a little video on how to install this homemade sway bar mount kit I have come up with. Haven't really done a good update on this car, guys, but check out these beauties. God damn. Got the ground control coilovers on here. And she rides amazing, let me tell you. That is the E30 sway bar tab. Super skinny sheet metal. Like, the factory just made it way too thin. Works with stock springs and shocks, but if you're lowering a E30, you're going to more than likely snap your sway bar tabs. Here's the other side. It's not snapped off yet, thankfully. If it is snapped off, this mod will still work, so continue watching. And here are the jammies you're gonna need. You're gonna need the new sway bar tabs, which are just some generic aftermarket ones you could pick up on Amazon or eBay. These are polyurethane ones. The main thing you have to look into, guys, when you're doing this mod is make sure that these are the correct sway bar size. So on a 325 IS, this is a 20mm hole. On a convertible, this is a 21mm, and then 318 stuff could be smaller depending on the year. So just make sure you're getting the right sized sway bar tabs. I got the 20mm ones. It comes with the bushings and the brackets. The next thing you're gonna need are these bad boys, and this is just like a piece of steel with 2 holes drilled in it. The ones I'm using has a second piece of steel the same thickness. You don't need them to be like this. Actually, you could just stack about 2 or 3 washers on top to make up for this gap. Just go to Home Depot or something, buy a piece of steel, cut it to shape like this, and drill 2 holes. And you'll see how this thing mounts onto the car in a second here. So first things first, you got to unbolt the stock stuff. Alright, guys, and then the very last thing you have to do is remove the 17mm bolt right here and on the other control arm over there. Alright, guys, so let's get this old bushing off here now. This is what I was talking about earlier in the video, where if you don't have this extra piece of sheet metal stacked on top of your bracket that you cut out, you could actually space the gap up with washers. It's really hard to tell on camera, but even mine has a gap here. So this piece of metal that was stacked on top wasn't even thick enough. I have a washer right here, and it is going to go right on top there. I'm going to scooter on in there, and with that washer in there, you can go ahead and stick your bolt up and through, put the nut up and tighten everything up, and you'll be good to go. So again, if you don't have that extra piece of metal right here stacked on top, built into your bracket already, you're just going to have to use 2 or 3 washers. So that piece of metal is not needed at all. Then one last time, like I was saying, we're going to go ahead and put our washer right here between the subframe tab and our new bracket. And then go ahead and stick the bolt back up in here, like so. Alright, guys, just like that, our new sway bar, brackets, bushings, etc. is now installed, so we don't have to worry about that stupid tab snapping off. Also finish the other side up. It's exactly the same. So yeah, guys, that's just a little tip on how to reinforce your E30 front sway bar tabs without any welding needed. This is a very beefy setup. You don't have to worry about anything snapping off anymore. Anyways, I think I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully you guys learned something new. Remember to subscribe for more video updates, and yeah, gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, guys.